Good morning. Welcome to Bob on the Farm. We are back at it with the cornhead restoration project. Rebuilding. I talked to the folks at Sloan and they gave me a return authorization to send those sprockets back that are the wrong ones. They did not have the ones that were the right ones. And since they don't have that, I am at the mercy of John Deere to see if they've got them. And I called the John Deere dealer up and they didn't have any at my local dealer, but they did check the John Deere system and John Deere had 6 of them. The only problem is they're very expensive. In fact, Deere does have 6 of them. Unfortunately, they are $161 a piece, and if I could get 8 of them, that's like $1,200 or more. And that's probably more than what this cornhead's worth even after I get done fixing it up. So but I did go ahead and look at these sprockets and I realized that, and I've already changed these ones around, but if I would just take and switch one side for the other, then I could take advantage of having a nice new edge to push the chain through. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to just go ahead and switch these sprockets around. I got one more set to switch. Looks like I got to get roll pins for this set here. I kind of ruined those. So anyway, I will go ahead and get a hammer. And you saw me doing that before, beating these things out. So there's no sense of seeing that again. I'm just hooking up my airline here so I have... Aha! Okay. Hang on. Working on it here. Can't do this one-handed. There, let me put you down. There. There. Got it. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not. You can see right here where they're worn through, and both of these are that way, so probably gonna have to get new ones because they are really worn down. All right, so we got all those off, and the next thing I'll have to do is get underneath here and probably take off the crop knives so we can have easy access to these rollers to get those off. All right, let's see. We got this one here. I'm sitting on the air hose. That's not good. All right, so one of my next tool acquisitions is going to be a cordless electric impact gun, because that way I won't get blasted in the face with the air, knock my hat right off my head. the knife, drop the washers, drop it all. All right, I'm going to turn you off here. All the rest of them are going to be exactly the same, because that's just the way that is. Okay, so we got all the crop knives off, and this is what they look like right there. Oh wait, let's see. There we go. There we go. It's hard to do this because the camera half the time shuts the screen off to save battery. But anyway, crop knives just like that. There we go. Okay, so there's 2 of those to each row, and what did I do? I took this one here. Okay. And actually, I think they look pretty good still. There was a lot of space for adjustment on the slots, so I'm just going to go ahead and reuse them. The next big thing is to get these stalk rollers off, and I'll be darned if I know how that works. I know there's a puller that you have to have for that, or I don't know if I can make any of my 2 pullers do this job, so we'll see what I can do. And I'll work on figuring that out, and if I ever do, I'll get back to you. This way. Okay. So on these stalk rolls, there's 2 bolts and a couple of roll pins, a doubled up roll pin. And right now I'm working on roll pins because you need a special socket for the bolts that I do not have. So you'll notice I'm starting to get better at pounding out these roll pins, but I will tell you this, I did not know that there were roll pins also on these stalk rolls. So, like I've said before, this is a learning curve. I've never done any of this stuff before. Yeah, I'm 58 years old. 59 in a couple of days. But I just have not had these experiences. But I'm learning. I'm a learning. Ah, come on now. All right, let's see. Okay. And this batch, of course, is different sized roll pins. So, yeah, but actually, these ones lend themselves a little better to the tools that I own. So just gotta get that started there, so I can push up against the side of the. Oh, I didn't lose you guys, did I? Nope. There, she's starting to go. Sometimes it's quite a shock against your hands. Also, after about the 20th time I smacked my thumb with a hammer, I put some gloves on. Ouch. Still hurts. Doesn't scar as bad. Come on, you're almost out. There it goes. There. Okay. Let's see, you got a choke. She's a little cold-blooded. Pull this out here. soon as I'm done with that. That has to be moved over to the shop door where the welder is. Because I have a couple of these bolts that, well, you can see this bolt right here. Yeah, the head rounded off when I tried to take it out. So I'm going to try to weld another nut on top of that and see if I can get it out that way. I've got another one. Oh gosh, is it down here? I don't know which one it's in. I don't think it's this one. It might be this one. Can't turn it. Why can't I turn this thing? What the heck here? Oh, well, anyway, there's another one in one of these here. So anyway, I was successful at removing the first old stock roller, and you know, that's what this looks like here. The new one's going to slide, you know, right back up on here, and then we'll put the roll pins in through that hole there. Next thing is, and I already burned the heads off because I couldn't figure out. I tried to weld a nut onto the heads of these ones that were stuck in there, and they wouldn't come off. So I couldn't get them welded on. So I burned the heads off of them. Hopefully that'll release enough pressure inside there that I can pull these rolls off. I got this one, and this one here had a bolt stuck in them. Okay, so I've got, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Made me a little extension that goes up in here and hits the shaft. There's a little dimple in the shaft that keep this from slipping. And so we stick that in there, and I got a little dimple right there on there. And then we can use this little puller, and it'll get it good and started, and then I can use a hammer to knock it off the rest of the way. Takes a little bit of setup to get this thing snugged in there. Okay, now I got that caught in there. Okay, now get that on fast forward. Hopefully this will hold. Alright, that's as far as it goes. I don't know if that'll pull off of there. If I can just grab it and pull. Oh no, of course not. Alright, let's unhook the let's undo the puller here. Just knock this off here. It's moving. There's my little pin thingy. There it goes. Woohoo!